Ari Emanuel is the Über-agent brother of Rahm Emanuel. He is an agent to many of the biggest stars in Hollywood. He's also an investor through his William Morris Endeavor talent agency in a company called Uber. And Uber is a company that offers a ride-sharing app that is become a very serious form of competition to taxi cab companies and so-called black car companies that have existed in Chicago and operated here very profitably for decades. So you might be wondering why Ari Emanuel, being a Hollywood agent, is so interested in digital apps. Of course, like any investor, he's very clear that he wants to make money on his investment. They also feel that there's a lot of possibilities for synergies between talent agencies such as William Morris Endeavor and a new startup company like that. For instance, they asked for some client endorsements from William Morris Endeavor, someone like Ed Norton, who's an Ari Emanuel client. You also have situations where they've talked about doing a taxi cab confession style reality show.
Stop. Beep.
Focusing on Uber and promoting that product as it tries to replace taxis effectively in a popular culture where the taxis are an icon of big city life.
What kind of training could he possibly have?
None.
What kind of skills can he possibly have?
None.
What kind of job can we possibly get him?
Cab driver.
Uber is at the middle of a very, very, very heated dispute right now between the taxi cab companies and City Hall. The taxi cab companies have even sued City Hall. They allege that Mayor Rahm Emanuel's administration has favored Uber particularly. There is an ordinance that they're going to put out there to regulate ride-sharing companies that the taxi cab companies say would not create a level playing field for them, that many of the regulations, and there are many, many stringent regulations on taxi cab companies, would not apply to Uber. For that reason, they feel that the administration has favored Uber and could put taxi cabs and similar companies that have existed for decades out of business. The mayor's administration says that it's absurd to suggest that Rahm Emanuel has anything but the well-being of the riding public here in Chicago in his mind when he proposes this ordinance that's currently pending before the city council and that pertains to ride-sharing companies. They say it would be one of the most stringent such ordinances in the country and that the ride-sharing companies like Uber don't like these rules. At the same time, the taxi cab companies feel that Ari Emanuel's involvement in Uber explains a lot to them. When I called Yellow Cab, the owner of that company told me that he was outraged to learn that Ari Emanuel is an investor in Uber.